How we doing?
Hello. Sir, that's me. Say, are you one of my commentators for tonight?
Yes, I am.
All right, perfect.
Yes, my
Is
name
there
is
gonna be a second person?
just me and another.
All right, perfect. All right, so your headset.
Okay.
These are our reads.
It'll be right over there. So medley, diving is always first typically, and then it just starts top to bottom right there.
All right, so that
And if you want me following a certain format, however you want to do it, I'm down to follow your lead.
Nope.
You just want me to. Okay.
awesome. My big thing was is that so I don't know school.
Okay.
And so whenever they're like, oh, come on here, oh, people don't know what's going on. Like, well, I'm going to school. I can't commentate. There isn't much of a format. These are just reads that we have to do. So,
Is this
like,
right at the beginning?
yep. So this is the pregame show. That starts at the very beginning, and then at the start of the 200, was it medley?
Yeah. And it'll be women's men in order freestyle.
Well, like I said, the start of that event, this will be your first read, and Latrobe bulletin.
Oh, so these are kind of like sponsored.
Yes. Yeah, these are.
Nice. And usually right after the diving there's usually like a little break. So we'll kind of right after the 50 freestyle. Yep.
How long? I guess in between events. In between events, you should be able to. I should. If you want to send this to a commercial. Also, this is the live because you'll be able to see what everybody else has. Between the dives, why did we miss the replay of this dive? Like,
I'll be honest, I don't know too much about that.
you know what? You know more than I do.
And when I announce, are they going to hear it here or only on the podcast?
They'll only hear it on the broadcast.
I'm going to say, because I was like, I hope they don't hear it there. The divers.
Yeah, you talk however much you want
Oh,
to.
awesome. I was like, oh my gosh, Grace, you make so much fun. Like, I don't think, yeah, I just have never heard of it.
Hello, everybody. My name is David. I will be your commentator today for the Wildcats broadcast here. Today we have Greater Latrobe Wildcats at a home swim meet against Indiana and Hampton. So right now everybody just finished warm-ups, and so teams are getting together, the captains are having their meeting, and we are going to say the Pledge of Allegiance here shortly, or national anthem. Our pregame show sponsor here is from St. Vincent College. St. Vincent College is a first-tier liberal arts college that prepares students for successful careers and meaningful lives. Explore more than 60 major programs of study and learn how this personalized education is an affordable option, with 100% of freshmen receiving scholarship aid. Schedule a campus tour at www.stvincent.edu. Again, that's www.stvincent.edu. St. Vincent College, together we rise. We have some fantastic swimmers here today from the Wildcats. We have some of the records recently within the last 2 years being broken on the men's side, the 200 freestyle relay and the 400 freestyle relay, as well as last year's 100-yard breaststroke being broken. It's not up there on the board yet if you're able to pause the video and take a look. But I believe Chris Heese, he has broke that record. So it has yet to be updated, as well as, I believe, Lauren Bell is coming up with some of those as well with the 50-yard freestyle. The men are still coming in strong. A lot of young swimmers, young, strong swimmers. In the previous years with the men's team, in Gray's early years as coaching, they had very few guys. They had 5 to 6, maybe 8 most male swimmers. And so now it's very nice to see a large, over 10 to 12 men swimmers who are strong, making those WPIAL swimmer qualifier cuts. And we have, within the last 2 to 3 years, we've had a number of swimmers, men and women, making it to states. Right now, as you see on the right, some of the refs are talking to the divers. They're discussing how they're going to do the scoring, maybe some pauses, introducing the swimmers, getting ready for them to prep the order of their dives. And you'll have to forgive me. I myself was a swimmer in my past, so I know more about swimming than diving. But with us here, diving is just such a beautiful sport. The amount of body control in the air they have, the amount of patience, the amount of mental control, mind-to-body relationship they have is amazing. If I were to be out on there, I would be doing cannonballs. There's the there's the diver coach coming there on the right with the blonde hair, Trish Brownlee. She has an amazing past with her diving. Her daughter, Allison Brownlee, also went to Greater Latrobe, and she was an amazing diver and swimmer as well. For those who are not familiar with swimming or diving, some of the order, they always start, at least here at Greater Latrobe High School, during our meets and most meets altogether, swim meets, the diving always begins in the beginning. It's a pre-dive. Previously, in the past years, I've heard that diving used to pause in the middle of the meet, but then they thought it was too much of a pause for the swimmers. They started to cool down, so they preferred the divers to all go in the beginning. That way the swimmers are all still warmed up throughout the meet. So right now we have some practice dives going on. The divers are re-warming up. It looks like they paused to allow the swimmers to warm up earlier today. Oh, I was like so confused. I'm sorry. No, you're good. Sorry, I didn't realize it. Okay. No, you're okay. I'm very new to this, so I apologize. I'll be like, hey, let's focus in. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats.
What year are you here?
Change your future at Westmoreland County Community College. Earn your degree in robotics, nursing, cybersecurity, or in any of our 100-plus programs. You can also plan your degree to transfer to more than 40 colleges and universities. Convenient, affordable, no fee to apply. Westmoreland County Community College is your perfect fit. For more details, check us out at westmoreland.edu/apply. That's westmoreland.edu/apply. And start your ambitious journey today.
Nearly 500,000 children in the United States enter the foster care system each year.
This is exciting.
All of them deserve to have a family that loves and protects them. Adelphi, along with its foster, adoptive, and kinship families, is committed to continuing its legacy of providing loving homes for children in need. Thank you to our extraordinary families.
Hi, I'm Jason Brinker. This is my wife Hannah, our daughter Charlotte, and our son Stephen. And we welcome you to Lepatich Brinker Funeral.
A lot of bands.
Located on the corner of Weldon Street and Lincoln Avenue, we've been family-owned and operated and serving Latrobe and beyond since 1958.
I got band practice.
Whether you're pre-planning your own arrangements or celebrating a loved one's life well-lived, we offer traditional and green burials, cremation, and aftercare services. Allow our family to walk with yours on one of life's most difficult journeys.
When's senior night again?
We are most appreciative of your trust, and we'll do our best to prove we are where dignity.
If you're there, I'll
prevails.
try and be there as well. Yeah, for sure.
Are you looking for a fresh start or a career change? Unlock your potential at Westmoreland County Community College. Earn your degree in biology, welding, visual arts, or in any of our 100-plus programs. Convenient, affordable, no fee to apply. Westmoreland County Community College is dedicated to your success. For more details, check us out at westmoreland.edu/fresh start. That's westmoreland.edu/fresh start and begin your ambitious journey today.
The Wildcat Student Store has the largest variety of clothing and merchandise you'll find anywhere, for any time of year.
Still got a little bit of time.
Shop in store or online and have your order shipped to you or picked up at the high school. Let's go, Cats!
Yeah. I'll keep an eye out, yeah. And yeah, once these starts going, I'll make
conductor,
sure
how about something new? You played this last year. Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
Shh, we're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
I can heard that solo!
Say my
welcome
just
to
graduated
the Wildcat Den, LHTC Media Group,
as a
bringing you
PTA
tonight's game.
Notice preparing for a good team like this isn't easy, but this is our style of basketball.
Ray Latrobe starts out the evening with a pin from Palmer Airport in Latrobe, live streamed by LHTC Media.
You've been watching the Wildcat Network on LHTC Media.
You can probably start. Very good. Right here, pregame national anthem. Everybody please rise. All right, thank you for tuning in today to the Wildcats home swim meet here. We have Indiana and Hampton as the visiting teams. Today is a tri-meet. And now we are going to begin some of the diving. You'll hear the announcer announce what dives are coming up, and then you'll hear the crowd kind of silence and pause, allow to diver to concentrate and commit to their dive. Beautiful. On the bottom right here, you can see 3 of the officials who are scoring the dives. They have little cards that they hold over to allow the reader to allow the score. Coming with the dives here, there are a different level of difficulties. So the officials they know the level of difficulties for the dive, and with the points, it is multiplied based on the level of difficulty. Therefore, scoring a certain number of points for each individual swimmer for their team. Beautiful dive there. Again, for those of you who are just tuning in, you'll have to forgive me. I was not a diver, and I do not have past experience of diving, but I admire it just as any other watcher in the crowd. Coach Gray and Coach Trish. Coach Gray is the head swim coach, with Coach Trish in the back as the head diving coach, as they watch on swim. Dive break. Dive. Very nicely executed by that. You can see on the right-hand side, there's a table of the screen with some red buckets and some folks at the table. She is announcing the dives, and they're also calculating the scores. They calculate the scores. Sorry, just making sure you're able to get that score there from the refs. They calculate the scores as early as they can, so they allows the coaches to see where their team stands, as however the divers score and the placement of first, second, and third, male and female separately, that accrues so many points to the swimmers. So the swimmer and diver team, they're not two separate teams. It's one single team, just a little differential in the sport.
Scores are 3, 5, 3.5. Matthew's first dive is 2:01.8. Back dive, straight position.
You can also see some of the divers in the round tub in the back. Most of you can assume that it is a hot tub indeed. So those swimmers are sitting there. The goal of it is to keep all their muscles warm, to avoid any cramping when they're in the air, to allow, everything to stay where it needs to be. The mind-body awareness is amazing.
Scores are 5, 4.5, 6. Gianna's second dive is 2:02.8. Back, 1 somersault, straight position.
Beautiful. Back in my days when I swam, if I remember correctly, I believe they're on this second round of dives here. But each diver has a total of 6 dives, I believe, that they can make. There's a long list of dives that many of these divers can choose from. And at practice, they practice those dives over and over. And they discuss with their coach which dives do they think they can perform the best on. Whether it's a difficult dive and maybe they won't perform as well on it, but maybe the multiplication of the score. The multiplication of the score may benefit them more in the score in the long run with the divers and the swimmers for the all round. Looks like Trish has a nervous smile back there. And she gets the approval from Coach Trish. Viewers may also be asking, why do the divers have these little towels that they are wiping themselves off with? Aren't these towels going to get soaked? Why are they just wet? The thing is, I believe they are called chamois. And these chamois, it's like a rubber type material with like some sort of cloth. The dive here. So the chamois allow for the divers to easily wring them out, to dry them out, and wipe themselves clean of any water that is on them. It allows them for maximal air control and proprioception, which is being able to body awareness, where your arms are at, where your head is at, how your body's turning. In regards to Earth and its gravity. Ooh. Still good attempt. Good attempt. You can see the refs crossing their arms as he was not able to complete the entirety of the dive. Very good attempt. Very good attempt. To complete it, he would have had to reach all the way back into that backwards dive, but he was not able to get to that point. may also be able to see that the divers, they practice the bouncing up and down on the diving board. They kind of count like a 1, 2, 3. Some have a steady pattern that they practice with at practice. Others just go when they're ready. Beautiful. You could see how perpendicular that diver was to the water. And that is one of the things I believe that the qualifiers are looking for in the scoring. And also with the dives, talking about the bouncing, very early on, and even in advanced divers, they'll just practice bouncing up and down and jumping off the board. No flips, no dives, just to get a feeling for the board in the air and where their body is in comparison to the earth. And a little out, but it looked like it was completed. Very good attempt.
Scores are 2-2-2. Matthew's second dive is 202A, back, 1 somersault, straight position.
Very nice. Very good control of the upper extremities with the arms, allowing his body to end with his feet perpendicular to the water again. Good dive. Very good dive.
Scores are 3, 2.5, 3.
Again, for those watching, I ask you to please forgive me based on my comments of diving, as I have no experience with diving, but watching it as a swimmer. And on the pool deck, I was worried about all of my events coming up as a swimmer, so if I say anything that is contradict, please forgive me. Good dive.
Scores are 3.5, 4, 4. Gabby's third dive is 103B, forward 1 and 1.
You can also see in the back, the divers are rehearsing their dives before even being on the board. Beautiful. Amazing. The amount of control and the timing. You can see her legs extending out at the end of the dive. That was amazing. Good. The approval from Coach Trish. This looks like one of the dives they may have been practicing, and Trish is liking the progress she sees. Good attempt.
Lizzie's third dive is 102B, forward 1 somersault, pike position.
Something that's very nice for the divers in modern day to have is you can see Coach Trish with a remote. There's a TV above the scorer and announcer of the dive. Little confusion here, it looks like. Looks like she may have read off the wrong dive. So they're just trying to confirm that it's the correct one. It looks like it is. Good. Back to about the modern technology. There's a TV right on the pool deck, so the divers are able to get out, and Trish will replay their dive, allowing them to see how they did. Obviously, they can have their own thoughts while they're in the air, but having that replay from the outside is a big advantage of the divers nowadays compared to, who knows, back then when they were diving off cliffs, off raw waterfalls. Another very good dive.
Scores are 5.5, 6, 6. Chloe's third dive is 102B, forward, 1 somersault, right position.
Good dive.
Scores are 2, 2, 2. Ethan's third dive is 103C, forward, 1.5 somersault in top position. Forward, 1.5 somersault in top position.
There we go. And the diver confirming what he is doing. A little bit of confusion again. And there we go. Very good dive.
Scores are 5.5, 5.5, 6.5. Connor's third dive is 103C, forward, 1.5 somersaults in top position.
One of the important reasons for confirming the dives before the divers go is obviously so the diver knows what dive they're doing. But the importance is that the refs know which dive and which difficulty that they are grading it off of, from my own awareness and experience diving, which is from a viewer standpoint.
Eli's third dive is 101C, forward dive, top position.
Looks like Coach Gray's wandering around with preparations for the meet. Making sure everything is flying.
Scores are 2, 2, 1 now. Connor's third dive is 5221D, back, 1 somersault, half twist, great position.
Completed dive. The approval of the coach and teammates. Good dive.
Scores are 2, 2, 2.
From a viewer's standpoint, I'd have to ask. I have no idea how they turn their bodies in the air like that. All with the movement, the push, and center of gravity, I guess. Very good dive. Very good. There's 1 and 2.
She has 4 dives, 103B, forward, 1.5 somersaults, and head position.
From my understanding, the type of athletes of diving can relate to those gymnastics, pole vaulters, and a lot of the sports that involve strong core muscles, awareness, and control of the body. It looks like another gentleman has come onto the pool deck, and that is one of the gentlemen I actually swam with. That is Clay McClintock. He was a graduate, I believe, of 2021. Or no, excuse me, 2020. He's a year younger. And he was a diver under Coach Trish. And just as I was saying, he was also a magnificent pole vaulter. He's making that surprise appearance. Just as many alumni do when they love a sport.
Scores are 6, 6.5, 6.5. Lily's 4 dive is 103B, forward, 1.5 somersault, in effect position. Scores are 5.5, 6, 5.
Another good dive. And a lot of times, as you notice, the dives have been getting more and more increasingly difficult. A bit of confusion, telling Clay to get out of the way.
Lizzie's 4th dive is 5-1-2-1D, forward, 1 somersault, half twist, free position.
Good dive. As a viewer, you can tell this diver is a little scary. Her head got a little close to the board there. But still a successful dive. With a repetitive practice, it is at times that these divers seem fearless. And I believe they are.
Scores are 4.5, 4.5,
Good dive.
4.5. Lily's 4th dive is 5-1-2-1D, forward, 1 somersault, half twist, free position.
Good dive. Looks like Trish is giving some feedback to some of the divers. Good twist. That dive.
Scores are 3.5, 3.5, 3. Eden's 4th dive is 104C, forward, 2 somersaults, top position.
Good dive.
Scores are 4, 4.5, 4.5.
Going back to the types of bounces and they have off the board. A lot of the divers with these harder dives will get as high as they can on that board to allow the maximum amount of air time to complete their dive properly.
Scores are 5, 5.5, 5.5. Eli's fourth dive is 401C, inward dive, top position.
Okay. Looks like this is a dive the diver's been working on for a while. As you can tell from the coach, how close she is doing the dive with him as she watches Coach Trish. Good attempt.
Climbers fourth dive is 101C, forward dive, top position.
Good dive.
Scores are 4, 4.5, 4.5. Matthew's fourth dive is 103B, forward 1.5 somersault in back position.
Good dive.
Scores are 5.5, 6, 6.5. Gianna's fifth dive is 104C, forward 2 somersaults, top position.
Good dive.
Scores are 5, 6.5, 6. Elevator's fifth dive is 5121D, forward 1 somersault, half twist, free position.
She was able to get that twist in. Good dive.
Scores are 4, 3.5, 2.5. Gabby's fifth dive is 5231D, back 1.5 somersault, half twist, free position.
Very good dive. The amount of control leading with the upper body. Not a large jump off the board, but she was able to get her body quick enough to perform the maneuver she needed and properly entering in the water.
5122D, forward 1 somersault, 1 twist, free position.
Looks like another successful dive. Good.
Scores are 5, 4.5, 4.5. Lucy's fifth dive is 103C, forward 1.5 somersault in attack position.
Good dive.
Scores are 4.5, 5, 4. Maria's fifth dive is 5122D, forward 1 somersault, 1 twist, free position.
Good dive.
Scores are 5, 5, 4.5. Chloe's fifth dive is 5122D.
As we're hitting the 5th dives here. Some of the swimmers may be stirring, listening to their music, getting in the zone, getting ready for the meet. A little nervousness coming up here. She's recentering. Good. Good. Good attempt.
Scores are 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. Eden's fifth dive is 5122D, forward 1 somersault, 1 twist, free position.
Good attempt. Another good attempt.
Scores are 4.5, 5, 4. Connor's fifth dive is 5122D, forward 1 somersault, 1 twist, free position. Scores are 5.5, 5, 5.5.
Little fun fact about swimming and diving here at Greater Latrobe is, I don't know if they still do it now, but back when I swam, the divers would oftentimes dive during the swimming, right after school. And believe it or not, at times, there has been a few divers that have made contact with the swimmer in the water on accident. Thankfully, I've never heard of any injuries in my time, though, from those accidents.
Scores are 4, 4, 4. Connor's fifth dive is 102C, forward 1 somersault, top position.
Taking a deep breath. Got that focus. And with the completion, it looks like Coach Trish saw something we didn't, but
Scores are 3, 3.5, 3, 3.5. Matthew's fifth dive
but still successful.
5122D, back 1 somersault, 1 half twist, free position.
performing the dive. Another successful dive. Good attempt.
Scores are 5-4-9. Gianna's last dive, 302B.
A round of last dives here as the swimmers begin to prep. Good dive.
Scores are 6.5, 6, 7.5. Eller's last dive, 401C. Inward dive, top position. Scores are 4, 4.5, 4.5. Gabby's last dive is 403C. Inward 1.5 somersault in the top position. Scores are 6, 6, 5.5. Lily's last dive is 401C. Inward dive, top position.
Good attempt.
Scores are 5, 5, 5.
Another fun fact about the divers here at Greater Latrobe,
Lily's last dive is 401C.
at least in the past, when the swimmers were a little lower in the relays, some of the divers volunteered to swim. Even if they haven't seen a day of swim practice, they have gone in, thrown goggles on them. It shows the determination of the divers and the swimmers as a team. An amazing dynamic. It's not, they have that relationship. They want to win the meet together, not as two separate entities.
Scores are 4, 4.5, 3.5.
The divers will stay, and they'll cheer on the swimmers as we prepare here.
Inward 1 somersault, top position. Scores are 5.5, 5, 4.5.
Kind of narrate what's going on with the swimmers right now. A lot of the swimmers are all standing. There's nerves and tension as they get ready for their events. They're stretching, swinging their arms around, preparing themselves for their swims. Good attempt.
2, 2.5.
Good dive. A little forward heavy in the dive, it looked like, towards the end when he was entering the water, but still completed. Good attempt. The amount of relief these divers must have after they hear last dive and they get out of the water. Whether it's they feel like they failed or they have regret on how they did, or they think they did amazing, they'll be back to practice the next day. The amazing life of humanity with trial and error. Good attempt, good dive. He was able to get that twist. Another little funny fact here. As you can imagine, when the divers are diving and the swimmers are swimming, there's a little bit of banter and envy from the swimmers as they stare onto the divers sitting in the hot tub. But it's all good. Good dive. Good attempt. Completing the diving. We'll just add an extra 7 onto that for our own sake here, I guess. Good score, though. That was a good score overall. The divers help get the board up. Qualifiers step up, talking about the dives. And the swimmers prepare. Again, as you tune in here today, we have a swimming and diving meet. The swimmers, it looks like, are re-warming up. Some of these larger meets, the swimmers will have a little break in warming up between the diving. You can see the timers coming out to the pool deck. Some of our younger junior high swimmers, whenever you see us pan down to the blocks here. But as you watch, they usually, as the swimmers get in, they'll break up the pool evenly between the teams to allow the warm-up time. And there they are, the young swimmers coming down with the clipboards. Most of them are junior high swimmers. This is a great opportunity for them to come down and see what the high school swim meets are about. Not only to watch, but to participate. They see what's behind the scenes with the timing, and they see the importance of the coaching and the team dynamics. We have some music going on, some swimmers getting hyped up. Everyone is getting ready. Again, today we have Hampton and Indiana at Greater Latrobe High School swimming pool for a tri-swim meet. They recenter the lane rope. That was moved out of the way for the sake of the divers. You can see Coach Gray coming down after taking a sip of water. The pool deck can be extremely hot at these meets, especially in the stands, which are above the pool, a little higher, which can tend to get a little hotter as heat rises and people kind of crowd in. So it's good to hydrate. And not just here, hydrate at home too, folks. Get those electrolytes, get your Gatorade, get your water, your orange juice, whatever you have. I know it's cold outside and you're probably sipping on Starbucks, but hey, change it up here. We have the alumni Clay on the left. You'll see him coming down with the assistant coach down on the close end, Hannah Brewer. I also swam with Hannah. They're coming down, resetting the flags. And some of you may be like, why? What's the point of that? Why do they even have flags in the pool? It blocks the view. We can't even see them swimming at times, even though it's minimal. The flags play an important role for the backstroke, and I'll kind of explain that a little bit as we get to those events. Looks like some of the ladies down in lane 6 from Indiana are getting ready. We've got some dancing going on. We have some folks in the stands starting to stand, stretch out a little bit before the fun begins here. And if you have never been to a swim meet, this is your maybe one of the first times you're viewing one, or if you've viewed many, I'm sure you will hear the crowd towards the relays and towards the individual events. We'd like to get a little excited here about our swimmers as they work very hard. 5:50 in the morning here at Latrobe. If I remember, I think it's 5:50 to 7:10. Then we'll go down, get changed, ready for their classes, and they'll practice right after school as well. It looks like the swimmers are finishing up, getting out of the water, getting ready for their first event. I'll announce the first event here. We have the 200-yard girls medley relay. And at this swim meet, we have a large number of swimmers with the tri-meet with Hampton, Indiana, and Latrobe. So we are going to have heats. It looks like I have the heat sheet here. The most amount of heats we have is 2, so some events will have 1 heat, but looks like most will have 2. And the heat 2 of 2 finals is when the lanes will be full and the races will come close. But again, here the amazing thing about swimming is the individual sport, similar to track and field. The allowance to beat your personal best. Yes, you are racing those around you, but at the end of the day, it's you and looking up at that clock and seeing if you beat your time. And they are announcing the event here. Girls 200-yard medley relay. Greater Latrobe in lane 2. Indiana in lane 3. And lane 6. And this start, and looks like a late start from lane 2 and 3. Read off a little sponsor here we have Team Steve Lamani Realty One Group. Your local real estate experts. Team Steve Lamani at Realty One Group offers unparalleled knowledge of the Westmoreland real estate market. Whether you're a first-time buyer or seasoned seller, Steve at Realty One Group is here to guide you every step of the way. Give the team a call at 724-972-1543. Again, at 724-972-1543. Or feel free to email at Steve, all lowercase, Steve at teamlamani, LIMANI.com. Steve Lamani says thank you, and we thank you, Steve. So it looks like here we have the butterfly going on. It looks like lane 3 Indiana has taken the lead for heat 1. The order of the strokes for swimming for the medley relay, as you can see they're on butterfly, they're going to end with freestyle. But the order is back, breast, breaststroke, butterfly, then freestyle. We have Greater Latrobe's anchor in lane 2 getting ready for their start. We have Indiana kicking ahead, a very strong freestyle kick. Good push out. And Latrobe catching. A little competition between lane 6 and lane 2, Indiana and Greater Latrobe. Indiana looks like they might be catching Greater Latrobe in 2. It's a little close. And it looks like they just passed them on the flip turn, as you can see on the way back here. I don't know about you folks, but you can see some of the sponsors we're displaying on the screen. A lot of these are from the area Greater Latrobe. They are amazing, so if you've never been out here before, just come out to Latrobe right off of Route 30. There's a Walmart Plaza, there's a Giant Eagle Plaza. Explore it. We have many places to eat and enjoy. Desserts and interval. All right, now we got heat 2 of the ladies here. You'll see a little more advancement here with the swimming technique with the more experienced swimmers. You can tell by the caps what team is in lane. Hampton is, it looks like, displayed with the blue. Greater Latrobe is with the black and orange. And Indiana with the red swim caps. So right now we're neck and neck. The lady in lane 4, Hampton, is a really good kick out. Just a little bit of an arm length, but Indiana has increased tempo, taking the lead. But lane 2, Greater Latrobe, is right behind them. This is anybody's race. I believe that is Beth Craddy coming up here for Greater Latrobe. Very nice glide. She looks like she's coming up to Hampton. She might be overcoming Hampton on this. Nope, it's close. Hampton caught up on the turn there. but she's gaining on them on their tail. Next, we have the butterfly coming in here. Lane 5, Greater Latrobe trailing right behind Indiana in lane 6, as well as Hampton in lane 1. Some of the WPIAL qualifying times for this relay. For AAA, it looks like, if I'm reading this correctly, is 2 minutes flat. And for, I can't tell if this is AA, this would be AA, is 2 minutes and 3 seconds. We have Greater Latrobe trailing in second place in lane 2 behind Indiana. Indiana staying strong with almost a body length in the front, but they're keeping ahead of Hampton. Good finishes. It looks like each of those relays with the first, second, and third hit under the AAA 2-minute WPIAL qualifying time. And it looks like Greater Latrobe achieved second and fifth on that one. And now we have the men's 200 medley relay coming up here. This is heat 1 of 1. And if you were tuning in earlier, we have Chris Heese. It looks like leading in the backstroke in lane 2. You have 2, yeah. Well, again, it looks like we have 2 relays from each team. 2 from Indiana, 2 from Greater Latrobe, and 2 from Hampton. Again, it looks like the guys on Greater Latrobe, though, are wearing an orange cap to differentiate a little bit the girls from the guys. The nerves with the swimmers as they stand behind the blocks. They shake their muscles. Some are more relaxed. Some are waving to the crowds. Other ones are jumping and shaking. The diversity of mindsets. It's amazing. It's a beautiful thing. If we were all robots, we'd be very boring. In my time, I definitely was one of the swimmers staring at the ground, shaking out in nervousness. But it looks like the guys in lane 2 for Latrobe are a little relaxed. Looks like they're kind of chuckling, hanging out. Same with lane 5. Hampton and Indiana, their guys are, looks like they're ready. Their backstrokers are set, getting ready to hop in the pool. They're going to have to reset that. It sounds like an improper start. The officials should be saying, place your feet, take your mark, go. But it sounded like she just said, place your feet and then beep. So it looks like they're restarting that there. There we go. Out with the underwater kicks. Hampton in the lead with the underwater, followed right with Chris Heese, neck and neck, with Indiana a body length behind there. Chris is coming up with the tempo. The gentleman from Hampton is driving up. Chris has overcome Hampton with the tempo. Chris Heath with a 25-2-5 split on the 50-yard backstroke. I believe in lane 2, that is now Patrick Karate. Followed by Charlie Thompson here with the butterfly. The amount of energy for the butterfly is an immense amount. Moving the arms wide and driving your whole kick. You have to have almost perfect technique to reduce the amount of energy you're being used. But the amount of energy to have perfect technique is a lot, as it's one of the hardest strokes. Coming in here for the end. Good sprint in lane 2. Latrobe Cats are keeping the lead in 2, and looks like they might have this one, and they do. The WPIAL qualifying times for AAA is 1 minute 50 seconds. For AA, it is 1 minute 54 seconds and 50 milliseconds. Speaking of which, I don't know if you heard me talking about the divers that's becoming swimmers. In lane 5, you see Eli. He was one of the divers for Greater Latrobe, I believe. He's swimming in, finishing for us. We applaud you, Eli. It takes a lot to do both. Good finish.
Event 3, girls 100-yard freestyle, heat 1, lane 2, Sydney Latrobe.
Next event coming up here as they announce the names is the girls 200-yard freestyle. I'm not sure how clearly you can read it, but I'll go over it here. Yeah, 200-yard freestyle for the girls. There's 2 heats. In lane 2 and 5, we have Greater Latrobe. I'll continue after the beep here. Looks like a little technical error with the... There we go. In lane 2, we have Sydney Lucon from Greater Latrobe. In lane 3, we have Ellie Long from Indiana. Lane 5, we have Kenley Lynn from Greater Latrobe. And in lane 6, Ella Higby from Indiana. With the 200-yard freestyle, this requires the swimmers to do 4 laps down and back from the pool. Down and back is 50 yards, so you can guess that one way down and stopping would be 25. But at this age, in high school, we do not do anything below 50. The only 50 is the 50-yard freestyle. Looks like Indiana taking the lead in lane 3. A lot of the important factors going on here in these longer strokes is your steady tempo, how steady is your kick, how good your push-offs are off that wall, and how you drive that kick off the wall. As they finish this race here, I'm going to read another sponsor we have here from Latrobe Bulletin. Latrobe Bulletin says, for as little as 35 cents a day, the Latrobe Bulletin will keep you up to date with all the news stories from the local area. Sign up for your subscription at www.latrobebulletin.com. Again, that's www.latrobebulletin.com. Thank you again to Latrobe Bulletin for sponsoring the Wildcats Network. Indiana took the lead with that one. Sydney Lucon with third. And in lane 5, we have Kenley Lynn with fourth in that first heat. The WPIAL qualifying times for AAA are 2:03.80. For AA, it is 2:09 flat. A little harder on these distances. They announced the Heat 2 swimmers. We have Indiana in 3 and lane 6, Latrobe in 2 and 5, and Hampton in 1 and 4. A little longer pause than normal on that one. Probably to make sure there's no technical difficulties, but hey, that's okay. It was steady this time. We're good. All right, it looks like in lane 2, taking the lead, we have Destiny Homan from Greater Latrobe. She is a senior. She has a really nice reach. Good pull when she's driving that kick. Good push off the wall, out at the flags. Indiana right behind her in lane 6. We have Mackenzie Brown. And Mackenzie's actually the youngest one here. She is a freshman. And she's right behind Destiny. And then Indiana also has in lane 3 in third place right now, followed by Hampton in lane 1. See the assistant coach Hannah down below. And Gray telling her to dig her arms and go. Head coach Gray and assistant coach Hannah. Looks like Destiny's getting a little tired on this. I believe this is the last 25. She's trying to finish strong. She's heading steady. She's still got a little bit of gas in the tank. Good head down finish. Latrobe Cats take first place in lane 2, followed by Indiana with second and third. With Hampton barely reaching out past, I believe it's Joe Riggs in 5. Hampton in lane 1, Addison Cass. That little bit, about half a body length passing there.
Event 4, boys swimming over freestyle. Heat 1, lane 2, Henry Latrobe, lane 3, Cody Indiana, lane 4, Josh Mason.
You have 2 heats here coming up for the men's 200-yard freestyle. With the whistle for them to step up here. There we go with the start here. In lane 2 from Greater Latrobe, we have Hunter Gavin. In lane 3 from Indiana, we have Cody Griffith. In lane 4 from Hampton, we have Josh Wukich. Indiana and Hampton with the lead. Hunter keeping steady. swimming is one of those sports. You'll see different techniques, different styles. Everybody has their each unique twist. You can teach them technique all you want when they're younger and the basics are good. But when you get to an age you're a little older, it's about who can pull their body weight through the water fastest. Lane 3 from Indiana, shooting ahead here a little bit. It looks like he has a little rhythm to his kick going on here, but he's got his steadiness with his arms. I apologize if I read this, but I don't think I have. We have the WPIAL qualifying times for 200-yard freestyle for the men's. Triple A is 1:52.50, and double A is 2 minutes and 20 milliseconds. Lane 3 with that first place, the 1:56.88. A solid time. Followed by Hampton. It looks like it was 2:14 around there. Yeah, 2:14.08. It just came up there. There we go. And Hunter with the finish. Hunter had 2 minutes, 30 seconds, and 12 minutes. Heat 2. The step up. In lane 1 from Hampton, we have Ben Watson. Lane 2, Patrick Craddy. He is a senior. In lane 3, we have Preston Kessler from Indiana, also a senior. In lane 4, Connor Sutherland from Hampton. Dylan Steele in lane 5 from Greater Latrobe. And Eli Aiken from Indiana in 6. It looks like Patrick and I believe they're steady on the turn. I was curious to see if they were going to go ahead of each other, but they are neck and neck. Gentleman from Indiana coming up here. He's getting a little ahead, but I think Patrick's catching him a little. No, they're steady here. Patrick's trying to catch him with the distance per stroke a little bit, but they're neck and neck. That is Preston from Indiana in lane 3. He has a good distance per stroke, a steady pattern. In lane 5, we have Dylan coming in the rear, keeping it steady. Patrick's trying to catch Preston here. But I think Preston has a little further out on his turns here. We'll see. I believe this is the last 50 here. Down and back. Looks like Preston has a half a body length. Patrick's pushing it, but it looks like Preston is still holding. And it goes to Preston, Indiana in lane 3, followed by Patrick in lane 2. Both with WPIAL qualifying AAA times. We have Hampton coming in 3rd in lane 4 with Indiana in 6. Followed by another Hampton gentleman in 1. And Dylan coming in. Low on gas, but he's steady and ready to finish here. Next event here, we have the girls 200-yard IM. This includes all 4 of the strokes, the order of the strokes. Okay, as they read off the names, I'll explain the strokes. The first strokes is butterfly, backstroke, breaststroke, and then freestyle. And this is heat 1 of 2. Quick start on that one. Off with the 50-yard butterfly to start here. In lane 2, we have Mackenzie Bloom from Latrobe. In lane 3, we have Keely Hodgkinson, I apologize, from Indiana. In lane 6, we have Gabby Eisenberg, also from Indiana. Again, in these distance events, it is a huge emphasis to have good kickouts on these turns and to start strong into the swim to keep that momentum. These IMs are tough because you start out with the butterfly, which is one of the strokes that usually takes the most energy, followed by backstroke. So a lot of newer swimmers like to try and do everything they can in the butterfly, and then they kind of slow down in the backstroke. But it looks like we're keeping steady here. Indiana in the lead here. The WPIAL qualifying times for this event for AAA are 2 minutes 19 seconds and 50 milliseconds. For AA, it is 2 minutes 29 seconds and 50 milliseconds. A 10-second difference there between the double and AAA. Indiana coming in with the breaststroke into the wall, into the last 50-yard freestyle, trying to put all that energy into that last 50. Keeping that steady kick with that steady tempo. Just another little shout out to viewers with the heats. If you are not aware that there are different heats based on the qualifications of times for the swimmers. Typically in heat 2 are the, I believe they call it the A, so it's typically the faster swimmers, the more experienced, followed by in heat 2 a little more less experienced, which can be like the C and D. While heat 2 is typically A and B. But it all depends. We have heat 2 coming up here. Good finish. Since we're in heat 2, you'll see a little bit of a difference on the speeds and the turns and all of the technique we have here. In lane 1, we have Autumn Ricketts from Hampton. Lane 2, Maggie Elder from Greater Latrobe, she's a senior. In lane 3, we got Peyton Scott from Indiana, also a senior. In lane 4, Libby Sheets from Hampton. Lane 5, Matilda Price from Greater Latrobe. And lane 6, Ellie Spear from Indiana. And you can see these girls are pretty much neck and neck. We have, it looks like Peyton in the lead and 3 from Indiana, followed right behind Maggie Elder in lane 2. And it looks like the ladies in 4, 5, and 6 are fighting for it a little bit here. This is anybody's race still. We're still early on. We still have the breaststroke and the freestyle. It looks like Hampton overcame Maggie Elder from Greater Latrobe in lane 2. Hopefully Maggie can catch up a little bit on the breaststroke for the Cats here. Then we have Matilda again in lane 5, followed by Ellie Spear in 6. Neck and neck there. Peyton from Indiana shooting ahead in that 50-yard breaststroke. She's got a really nice glide up there. Last 50. Let's see if Maggie can catch lane 4 Hampton. Maggie's right on her tail, but I think in lane 4, Libby is still going to hold it. Yep. Looks like 3rd and 4th for the Greater Latrobe girls. And then we have the men, heat 1 of the men's 200-yard IM coming up here. In lane 2, we have Noah Gallenbush from Greater Latrobe, who is a senior. In lane 3, we have Jacob Neal from Indiana. You can see down below on the bottom right, Coach Gray giving Matilda a little bit of advice on her last event. As we follow Noah here. Looks like his kick is a little deep, could add a little more splash to that, but he's still steady and going. And you can probably hear down below, we have some folks down below cheering on here. That's just a little bit of the warm-up as we get closer to the end of the meet. You can see the gentleman from Indiana in 3. There we go. He kicks in the kick. I was about to comment on his tired state of swimming. Everybody swims a little different when they're tired. The kick might stop. The arms might engage more. Or it can be the reverse. The kicks might engage more and the arms start slowing down. But majority of the time, you'll start to notice the kicks die off first and then before the arms. And we've got Noah coming in here with the finish. He's got a steadier kick coming into the finish. Head down to the side. Good finish still. It was under. Heat 2 of men here. Lane 1, Will Kramer from Hampton. Lane 2, Chris Heath from Greater Latrobe. Lane 3, Ray Nunez from Indiana. Lane 4, Isaac Rutz from Hampton. Lane 5, Andrew Chung from Greater Latrobe. And Alex Nunez in 6 from Indiana. It looks like Chris and Ray are fighting for the lead here. Ray's taking it a little bit on the butterfly, but we'll see if Chris can catch him, as he's our record holder for the breaststroke. We'll see if he can catch him in the breaststroke. But also in the back, we saw he had a formidable display leading that 200 medley relay for Greater Latrobe men in the backstroke. And he's caught him, and he's up out ahead of him on the turn. And Andrew is out there fighting in lane 5 for Greater Latrobe with Alex Nunez from Indiana. All right, Chris out to his best stroke, to the breaststroke, and lane 2 coming out here with the pullout coming up. And he's ready to shoot ahead. He could do this in his sleep. Good pullout from Chris Hess. Shooting ahead. Ray looking steady, but I think Chris has just got the reach and the drive in that breaststroke. We'll see here. Chris with a very powerful distance per stroke. You can see his arms almost pause in the water. It's amazing because I guess it's purely because of how much water he's pulling. He's got that powerful kick still. He's still got that tank in the gas. He's finishing strong. 158 for Chris Hess, Greater Latrobe. Followed by lane 3 from Indiana. Ray with 204. It looks like, yeah, lane 1 and 4 are both from Hampton, and they were competing a little bit against each other, but they got the 3rd and 4th on that one. Followed by Indiana in 6 and Andrew from Greater Latrobe in 5. Next year, we're going to have the 50-yard freestyle. Very quick race. Every little part of it's going to count. Little info here from Wildcats Network. We have an emailing list. Never miss out a Wildcats Network broadcast by signing up for our list, email list. Sign up for the free email list at www.wildcatsnet.com or by scanning the QR code that they're going to put up on the screen here at some point. By signing up for this email, you'll receive an email directly into your inbox every week with the weekly schedule and links to every meet on the schedule. Again, sign up for the Wildcats Network list at www.wildcatsnet.com or the QR code on the screen. Thank you from the support of the Wildcat Network. All right, 50-yard freestyle women's. Lane 1, Megan Armstrong from Hampton. Lane 2, Corey Gardner from Greater Latrobe. Lane 3, Lisa Major from Indiana. Lane 4, Lily Colonna from Hampton. Lane 5, Susanna Bogaska from Greater Latrobe, and lane 6 Trinity Wissinger from Indiana. And you can tell this race is so quick, I couldn't get through the names by the time they finished. But good race. It looks like Corey got 2nd for Greater Latrobe, and No, excuse me. Third place for Greater Latrobe in lane 2. In lane 3, Indiana took first with Hampton taking second. In lane, oh no, Indiana took second as well in lane 6. Indiana with the first and second. The qualifying times for the 50-yard freestyle. For the AAA, it is 26 flat for the ladies. And for the AA, it's 26.40 for the AA. Here is heat 2 of the ladies coming up here. Start reading the names here since this is quick. In lane 1, we have Caitlin Watkins from Hampton. Lane 2, Hannah Garcia. I'm going to pause. It looked like there was a false start in lane 3 from Indiana. We'll see if that gets disqualified or not at all. But in lane 3, we have Bella Donatelli from Indiana. In lane 4, Grace Daugherty from Hampton. Lane 5, Beth Karate. In lane 6, Gracie Reed. We have Hannah racing in lane 2 against Indiana. And Indiana took the lead in 3 with 25-7-8. Hannah took second place for Greater Latrobe, 25-8-8. And third place from Indiana as well, 26-8. And some qualifying AAA times there by Hannah and Bella under that 26 mark. It looks like, yeah, that's good. Coming up here, we'll have the men's. You can see up on the screen, I wasn't paying attention to it, but you can see that QR code up on the top left. We'll work on the replays here. We had some people from the crowd yelling up here. Very close race. I think Indiana, you can't see the scores up now, but it looks like Indiana might be taking it. They've been taking a lot of first and thirds here, at least for the swimming. At least for the ladies. Can't recall what how it might have been. We will see. These meets are tough because it all counts into the end. The relays typically count more points than the individual. We'll be going to the heat 1 of the men's 50-yard freestyle here in a moment. We're working on it. Some of the Wildcats they're excited about these races. They get proud. Just as any parent should be. Swimming is not easy. It all starts with learning how to float. All right, we'll see if we can get some recordings maybe on these next two at all. Okay. Tristan, our tech man's got us covered. Shout out to Tristan for setting this all up. I met him today. This is my first time commenting as a commentator, and he has been great at leading me through it here. All right, here we go. In lane 1, we have Alex Kozanowski. I apologize, from Hampton. He's a senior. Lane 2, we have Will Murphy from Greater Latrobe. Lane 3, Liam Hunter from Indiana. Lane 4, Jack Barr from Hampton. And lane 6, Josh Palmer from Indiana. Quick start. You can see all the white water from the crazy tempo, trying to get down as fast as they can. A little wide turn from Hampton, but he's still quick enough to get off that wall and still held the lead. We have Will in 2. Coming along. Just outreached by the gentleman in lane 3 from Indiana. Hampton coming in, finishing lane 1. Good finish. Good start there on the replay. All right, Heat 2. I'm going to start reading off some of the names as we're watching here as they're announcing. We have lane 1, Sebastian Villablanc from Hampton. Lane 2, Charlie Thompson from Greater Latrobe. We'll be keeping an eye on him. In lane 3, Josh Reed from Indiana. Lane 4, Scott Watkins from Hampton. In lane 5, we have Van der Weishuizen, I believe. I can't remember his first name. Eric. His name's so long you can't see his first name. If he's from Greater Latrobe in 5. Lane 6, we have Micah Wagner from Indiana. Neck and neck start. Charlie Thompson with the kick out. He's going to try and catch Indiana in 3. Let's see how they do coming out of these turns. Charlie Thompson's trying to drive that kick. I think he was driving it too long. He couldn't get up quick enough. Unless he can catch him here. And he did. 22-27 to the Cats in lane 2. Charlie Thompson catching up. We also have lane 5 from Latrobe, 4th place. Oh, and the timer's off. Very good race. I was going to start reading more. The qualifying times for this event, as we watch the replay, for AAA, it's 23:20. For AA, 23:80. So a number of qualifying times for that. Into that finish. Look at Charlie Thompson just cutting up ahead right at the flags. Coming up, even though the gentleman from Indiana in 3 got ahead, coming up quicker in the turns. I think Charlie Thompson had the more energy at the end. That tempo and power, he out-touched him. And that's why you always finish strong to the end. Good race. All right, I believe coming up here, we will have a 5-minute break. So stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats!
Change your future at Westmoreland County Community College. Earn your degree in robotics, nursing, cybersecurity, or in any of our 100+ programs. You can also plan your degree to transfer to more than 40 colleges and universities. Convenient, affordable, no fee to apply. Westmoreland County Community College is your perfect fit. For more details, check us out at westmoreland.edu/apply. That's westmoreland.edu/apply. And start your ambitious journey today.
Nearly 500,000 children in the United States enter the foster care system each year. All of them deserve to have a family that loves and protects them. Adelphi, along with its foster, adoptive, and kinship families, is committed to continuing its legacy of providing loving homes for children in need. Thank you to our extraordinary families.
Hi, I'm Jason Brinker. This is my wife Hannah, our daughter Charlotte, and our son Stephen, and we welcome you to Latrobe Brinker Funeral Home. Located on the corner of Weldon Street and Lincoln Avenue, we've been family owned and operated and serving Latrobe and beyond since 1958. Whether you're pre-planning your own arrangements or celebrating a loved one's life well lived, we offer traditional and green burials, cremation, and aftercare services. Allow our family to walk with yours on one of life's most difficult journeys. We are most appreciative of your trust and will do our best to prove we are where dignity prevails.
Are you looking for a fresh start or a career change? Unlock your potential at Westmoreland County Community College. Earn your degree in biology, welding, visual arts, or in any of our 100+ programs. Convenient, affordable, no fee to apply. Westmoreland County Community College is dedicated to your success. For more details, check us out at westmoreland.edu/fresh start. That's westmoreland.edu/fresh start and begin your ambitious journey today.
The Wildcat Student Store has the largest variety of clothing and merchandise you'll find anywhere, for any time of year. Shop in store or online and have your order shipped to you or picked up at the high school. Let's go, Cats!
Hey, conductor! How about something new? You played this last year. Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
Shh, we're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
I can earn that solo!
You see if I did it?
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Wildcat Den. LHTC Media Crew bringing you tonight's game.
Short notice, preparing for a good team like this isn't easy, but this is our style of basketball.
Radio Latrobe starts out the evening with a pin from Palmer Airport in Latrobe, live streamed by LHTC Media.
You've been watching the Wildcat Network on LHTC Media.
Hi, I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats!
Change your future at Westmoreland County Community College. Earn your degree in robotics, nursing, cybersecurity, or in any of our 100+ programs. You can also plan your degree to transfer to more than 40 colleges and universities. Convenient, affordable, no fee to apply. Westmoreland County Community College is your perfect fit. For more details, check us out at westmoreland.edu/apply. That's westmoreland.edu/apply and start your ambitious journey today.
Nearly 500,000 children in the United States enter the foster care system each year. All of them deserve to have a family that loves and protects them. Adelphi, along with its foster, adoptive, and kinship families, is committed to continuing its legacy of providing loving homes for children in need. Thank you to our extraordinary families.
Hi, I'm Jason Brinker. This is my wife Hannah, our daughter Charlotte, and our son Stephen, and we welcome you to Latrobe Brinker Funeral Home. Located on the corner of Weldon Street and Lincoln Avenue, we've been family owned and operated and serving Latrobe and beyond since 1958. Whether you're pre-planning your own arrangements or celebrating a loved one's life well lived, we offer traditional and green burials, cremation, and aftercare services. Allow our family to walk with yours on one of life's most difficult journeys. We are most appreciative of your trust and will do our best to prove we are where dignity prevails.
Are you looking for a fresh start or a career change? Unlock your potential at Westmoreland County Community College. Earn your degree in biology, welding, visual arts, or in any of our 100+ programs. Convenient, affordable, no fee to apply. Westmoreland County Community College is dedicated to your success. For more details, check us out at westmoreland.edu/fresh start. That's westmoreland.edu/fresh start and begin your ambitious journey today.
The Wildcat Student Store has the largest variety of clothing and merchandise you'll find.
And welcome back. Here we are as the swimmers finished their mid warm-up / cool down, whatever you want to call it, a little break here. We have the girls lining up for the next event here, which I believe, let's see here, is the 100-yard butterfly. This is a powerful event, one of the strongest strokes, and this is the longest distance they do it. Some of the distances they'll do in college is 200 butterfly and 400 IM, so in high school here we just get a little taste of it. And right before we go here, I'm going to give a shout out to another sponsor here. We have Bardine's Country Smokehouse. You can see them kind of popping up on the screen on and off during the diving. I'm not going to lie, I was getting kind of hungry. But we have, looks like they're located in Crabtree. Bardine's Country Smokehouse is your spot for all your meat needs. Check out all that Gary has to offer at bardinemeats.com. Man, I can't speak. Sorry, all these G's and C's. Again, that's bardinesmeats.com. Thank you, Gary Bardine and Bardine's Country Smokehouse, for your continued support of the Wildcats Network. I gotta stop by. My mouth's watering. The anticipation, the stretches, the squats, the paces, the arm swings, the claps. I always hated this part as a swimmer. So it was like, oh, when are we gonna start? I'm just ready to go. But that's okay. All in good time. The Cats cheering on to Corey Gardner in lane 2 for Greater Latrobe. In lane 3, we'll have Veronica Major from Indiana. In lane 4, Giada Grimm from Hampton. Lane 5, Casey Kring from Greater Latrobe. And lane 6, Keely Hodgkinson from Indiana. A lot of sophomores and freshmen. You can see, I believe that is Lauren Bell back behind Corey. She'll be in heat 2. We'll be keeping an eye on her. She is definitely one of our star cat ladies here. Among a number that we have. And the qualifying times for AAA is WPIAL qualifying time. AAA is 56:80. AA WPIAL qualifying time is 59:80. So a 3-second gap there between triple and AA. Excuse me, that's my air. I was reading the men's. That's the men's qualifying times. For the ladies' qualifying times, we have AAA 103 flat and AA 107.50. All right, we have the ladies in 3 and 6 from Indiana pulling ahead behind with Corey on their trail and 2 from the Cats. And in 4th, we have Hampton coming in. Again, another really important thing for the distance or the harder strokes is these kicks off the wall. That tight streamline. You're not just going to kick from your knees. You're going to kick from your hips and from your belly. You're almost using your entire body to drive your kicks through the water. The more muscles you use in that kick and momentum, the better. And 3 and 6 Indiana racing each other for first and second here. And I believe it's 107, around 107 or 108 for these ladies here. Lane 6, almost by half a second, out-touched her teammate here in lane 3. Corey was passed by Hampton in lane 4. Corey came out with a 1:20.16. And with Casey with the finish in 5. Hard swim. All right, lane 1, Addison Cass, Hampton. Lane 2, Lauren Bell from Greater Latrobe. She's a senior. Lane 3, Peyton Scott from Indiana, senior. Kane Fish in lane 4 from Hampton, senior. Lane 5, Annie Riggs, Greater Latrobe. Lane 6, Emma Frott from Indiana. Lauren Bell with a really strong kick, kicking out there. Annie's holding it with 5 in lane 5 and 4 for Greater Latrobe. Lauren with the kicks out. You can see the importance of the kicks, the speed, and driving it out. She's a body length ahead with a 50-yard split of, it looks like 27-12. If she gets under 30, she'll break under that 50-second, the minute mark, and she will definitely have that WPIAL qualifying time. It looks like in 3rd place we have Indiana in lane 6 trailing a little bit, followed by Hampton in 4 and Annie in 5. Lauren cruising ahead. She's got that energy. She's trying to finish strong. Nice head down reach finish. Good. It looks like she hit 58 or 59. Followed by Indiana with a 102, it looks like. Yeah, 58.45 for Lauren Bell in 2, 102.27 for Indiana in 3, with 3rd place going to Hampton from Kevin Fish. Good race. Impressive performance by Lauren Bell. Up next, we have the men's coming up here. It looks like we have one swimmer from Greater Latrobe. He's the one-man army in this heat. First, we have Lauren Bell finishing there. And you can see him, he's waving. He's standing there, he's like, all right, that's me. We're ready to roll. I'm by myself. Let's go. he's ready. That gentleman there, he's a freshman, is Kevin Copper. The 100-yard butterfly. Heat 1 of 2. Driver kicks. Oh, no kick out. That's okay, Kevin. He's steady with the tempo. Again, the WPIAL qualifying times for the men's this time, which I read earlier, I'll repeat here. AAA is 56.80 with a 3-second increase to 59.80 for AA WPIAL qualifying times. All right, Kevin's increased his kick a little bit. His kick is a little fishy. We just got to make sure his legs aren't going too wide into a breaststroke quick, because that can go into a qualification. Disqualification, excuse me. The stroke judges, the judges earlier for the diving who are wearing the white like polo collared shirts, they are watching out for the technique. The swimmers need to hold their technique properly depending on what stroke or swim they're doing. They cannot stand, they cannot touch their goggles. We have the teammates cheering him on. I don't know, his kick's looking a little fishy now. Hold those feet together, Kevin. The diving coach, Trish, is just as familiar with swimming just from being around it, and I believe she swam in her time as well. Down below you can see her talking to assistant coach, Coach Hannah. Back to his dive.
a little low, broke that streamline instantly. That's something you don't want to see. You want to see them holding that streamline. Lauren Bell had a good performance of that, good demonstration. Next year, men's 100-yard IM Heat 2, we have lane 1, Sebastian Villalba by Hampton. Lane 2, Charlie Thompson, he was in the 50. Go to Latrobe. Lane 3, Joey Margita, Indiana. Lane 4, Chris Belch, Hampton. Lane 5, Hunter Gavin, Latrobe. And lane 6, Cody Griffith, Indiana. You have Charlie Thompson, neck and neck. A little bit, I think he's got a hair lead on Indiana and Hampton. Nope, he's got almost, he's leading it. He's driving it further. He's got a nice reach and a really steady kick. A steady tempo. And he's got the quick turn to stay ahead. Gliding to the wall, quick push off. He's driving his kicks out. You see that importance. You can even see the Hampton and Indiana gentlemen coming up here, trying to catch him. Lane 4, Chris Belch was catching him a little bit on that last 25. It's still a good display, under 54, I believe. So they had WPIAL qualifying times there, I believe, 2, 3, and 4. Lane 6 was 4th, right behind him. Cody Griffith, Indiana's teammate. Again, Indiana with that 3rd and 4th place. They are keeping steady with the mid to higher placements for 1st and 2nd or 3rd and 4th. And we have Hunter Gavin finishing here. Drive Hunter, head down, reach. All right. Next we have the girls 100-yard freestyle. Lane 1, Caitlin Watkins, Hampton. Lane 2, Jill Riggs from Latrobe, she's a senior. Lane 3, Emma Strittmatter from Indiana. Lane 4, Daniela Corey from Hampton. Lane 5, Annie Riggs from Latrobe. Lane 6, Alexandra Brown from Indiana. Good dive, good start dive from lane 2 from Jill. All the ladies are pretty much neck and neck. It's going to come down to these turns and if they're able to keep the gas going. Lane 4's Daniela from Hampton is starting to catch Jill from the Cats in 2. But Annie Riggs is holding 3rd from the Cats. That's going to be important. Annie's going to have every point matters. If Annie can hold and prevent lane 3 from Indiana, Emma, from catching her, that's going to count, especially since Indiana's been getting a lot of points early on here. Jill's coming in for the finish. I believe that was a 102. And he had a 103 right behind lane 4 with another 102. All right, Jill actually had a 101.49, so she was a little bit more with that. I'm not sure if I mentioned the times. I'll mention them again for the WPIAL. For the 100 free, for AAA girls, it's 56.50. For AA girls, it's 58.20. So a little over a 2-second difference there. Heat 2 we have coming up here. Grace Doherty from Hampton in lane 1. Maggie Elder in lane 2 from Latrobe. Lane 3, Bella Donatelli from Indiana. In 4, we have Maya Doherty from Hampton. I'm wondering if they're sisters. Maybe lane 1 and 4, we'll see. One's a freshman, one's a senior. That'd be cool. Lane 5, we have Hannah Caracia. She was the one who made our WPIAL cut to 53. And then lane 6, Gracie Reed from Indiana. And quiet for the start. Steady start. Lanes 2, 3, 5, and 6 are neck and neck. A little behind is Hampton in 4. Indiana in 6 is pulling ahead. Look at that, driving it. Still, it's neck and neck between 2, 3, and 5. Maggie, Hannah, and Bella from Indiana. Pulling ahead in lane 6 is Gracie Reed, a freshman. An impressive performance. Let's see if Maggie can try and hold second, and we'll see if Hannah can pull out a third. That'd be great for the Cats here. Parisi is pushing it a little bit. She might hold the third. Maggie pushes it. We could really use that. It looks like Bella, I believe it's, Gracie Reed, excuse me, with first place in 6, lane 6. Second place in 2, we have Maggie. And third place, we have Hannah Caracia, what we were looking for, the second, third there. Followed by Indiana in 3, Hampton in lane 4, and Hampton again in lane 1 for 6th place. Next, we have the boys 100-yard freestyle. The guys coming up here in lane 1, we have Jack Bauer for heat 1 in lane 1 from Hampton, who's a senior. Lane 2, we have Dylan Steele from Greater Latrobe, sophomore. In lane 3, we have Connor Fleming from Indiana. In lane 4, Ben Watson from Hampton. In lane 6, Connor Lua from Indiana. And now they're announcing the names. Those on deck, if they're watching the broadcast, have the privilege of hearing everybody's names twice. But hey, it's a loud place and gives you a second chance to hear who's who. The qualifying times for this 100-yard freestyle for the AAA is 50 seconds and 70 milliseconds. For AA, it's 53 seconds and 40 milliseconds. So just under a 3-second difference there. From the AAA to AA. In lane 3, Connor Fleming from Indiana, shooting ahead a little bit, followed by the gentleman in Hampton in 4, followed directly by, I believe that's, Dylan in 2. Dylan's kicking it in at the end. Let's see if he can pull off a little quick heat win. And he did. Lane 2, Dylan Steele was able to pass up and out-touch the Indiana and Hampton swimmers. Good race. 58.48 for Dylan Steele. Heat 2 coming up here. We have lane 1, Evan Adler from Hampton. Lane 2, Patrick Craddy. We'll keep an eye on him in lane 2. In lane 3, we have Josh Reed from Indiana. Lane 4, Scott Watkins. He's a senior from Hampton. And then we have that long name in which I forget his last name. He's going to look at me and tell me it next time I see him. But we'll be ready next time. It's all good. From Greater Latrobe in 5. And then Matt Blystone from Indiana in lane 6, who's also a senior. All right, let's see if Patrick's able to hold this. All the gentlemen who've been performing have all been fairly close, so these are all good races. Indiana pulling ahead in lane 3, Josh Reed. Followed by Patrick Craddy in 2. And then Scott Watkins. And I think Scott Watkins got passed up by a friend in 5 for Greater Latrobe. Nope, Scott's pulling back ahead. And we got Patrick, who's overcome Josh Reed. And let's see if he can hold it. It's going to count. Hold it. Don't breathe, Patrick. And he had it. Patrick Craddy was able to overcome Indiana's Josh Reed. Good race. Good race. We're going to want a replay on that for sure. Patrick in lane 2 had a 49.81, followed by Josh in lane 3, second place, 49.99. So, like the point, I can't do the math. I didn't go to school for math. But hey, really close. It's like the 10th of a second. Next we have a little longer event going on here. The girls' 500-yard freestyle. I believe this is 10 laps, if I can do math properly. In Heat 1 here, we have Kenley Lynn in lane 2 from Greater Latrobe. Lane 2, we have Morgan Grove from Indiana. Lane 5, Carter Kubistak from Greater Latrobe. And lane 6, Ellie Long from Indiana. This is definitely one of those events that having that steady mindset, you know, tempo, breathing pattern, driving those kicks and pushes off the wall with it are high importance. Every little thing counts. How tight your streamline is, but also how much energy you have. If you're pushing it in the first 100 of this race and you know you're not a distance swimmer, well, you might just put yourself out. That's why it's the importance of practicing what you want to specialize in. Are you a distance swimmer? Are you a sprinter? Or are you both? How dedicated are you? Once you see us pan over to the left side of the pool, you'll see this is such a long event that the swimmers want to focus so much on the race that they get cards out. Well, not that they want to focus on the race. They get cards out to assist with the counting of what laps they're on. So they'll get a teammate down there to shake that card underwater on the wall. That way as they're approaching for their flip turn to come in and kick off. So they know what they're on. You'll see on those cards there's also like a red box or an orange box. The light colors are to indicate that swimmer, hey, this is your last lap, you better finish strong. We have Coach Gray pacing down below. Taking a moment, talk to the swimmers. Down there, Coach Gray plotting. Can't imagine what's going through that brain. Must be a close meet. Which it has been. All the races have been pretty close. I love these team dynamics. On the right side, as we pan over here, you're also going to see Trish, the diving coach, talking to all the girl swimmers. Like, it's just amazing. There's no, you know, they stay. It's a long night. They stay. They cheer on their team. They want to see where they go. They cheer them on. The love with the team dynamics is amazing. It's something we need in every sport, and I think we're grateful to have in swimming and diving here at Greater Latrobe High School. Looks like lane 3 from Indiana is in the lead here. Morgan Grove. The WPIAL qualifying times for this event for the ladies for AAA is 5 minutes 32 seconds flat. For AA, it's 5 minutes 48 seconds flat. That is a 16-second difference. The increase of yardage, that is expected to see there. Coming up here on their final lap, lane 3 Indiana, Morgan Grove. We've got Carter keeping it steady. And there's the horn, whatever you want to call it, announcing, hey, there's a swimmer on their last lap. Folks, wake up if you want to cheer. No, it's to just let all know, I guess. You know what? I really don't know the actual purpose besides that announcement. Hey, they're almost done. Wake up. Another important dynamic, though, I guess, is Carter in lane 5. You can notice, I was talking about every little thing that counts, is some of the swimmers, even if you're so used to swim practice, you begin to use circle swim. Around and around, and that actually increases your yardage a little bit, so it's important just to stay in the middle of the lane throughout all of that. Lane 3 Morgan Grove with first, lane 6 we have Ellie Long with second for heat 1. I believe that's Destiny Homan. We'll be watching her. She's got the nerves going on here in lane 2 for Greater Latrobe. And then lane 5 we have Isabel. She goes by Izzy, I believe. Hof. You. One or the other. Apologize for pronouncing the name wrong if I do. Good finish with Maggie in 2. No, who's that? That's Kenley. I mixed them up. Excuse me. Kenley Lynn in lane 2. They get a little cool down coming down, but you'll see the replay on this start here. Coming up here in heat 2, we have lane 1, Giada Grin from Hampton. Lane 2, Destiny Homan, senior from Latrobe here. Lane 3, Maddie Bauer from Indiana. Lane 4, Autumn Ricketts from Hampton. Lane 5, Izzy Hof from Latrobe. And lane 6, Mackenzie Brown from Indiana. Coming in for the cool down lap here. Don't want anybody passing out. Let that lactic acid kind of ease out so they're able to kind of calm down as they get out of the pool. And everybody's getting excited. They're yelling to their teammates. Heat 2, 500-yard freestyle woman. Ooh, potential false start in 1. I don't think, though. It might have just been a quick start. We'll see. They're all neck and neck. Destiny and Isabel are steady. Put lanes 2, 3, and 4 between Hampton. Nope. And there's, with the turn, Indiana in 3. Maddie Bauer and Destiny in 2 are tied, but it looks like in 6, Mackenzie Brown might be pulling ahead. For lane 6 for Indiana, that has been sneaky recently. I think they're trying to sneak by, maybe. Who knows? Maybe trying to put their faster swimmer in lane 6 to sneak out. That way our fast swimmer in 2 doesn't know. Who knows? There could be strategy behind that. Looks like Destiny and Maddie Bauer are kind of pacing each other. Maddie's trying to get the jumps on the turn. Destiny's going to have to kick it into the turn. Gray's giving her some signals to pace or do something differently. I don't know what that means. Mackenzie Brown looks like she's still in the lead in 6. While we're still going here, I'm going to read off another one of our sponsors here. And we got a little bit of time. We have the Alamo Restaurant Group. Fuel your day at Alamo Restaurant Group's local McDonald's. Visit their locations in Latrobe on Lincoln Avenue and on Route 30 inside the Mount Laurel Plaza. Thank you, Alamo Restaurant Group, for supporting the Wildcats Network. It's always nice for something quick and easy. I personally like, I forget what it's called. I think it's like the bag deal. I think it's $5. You get like a McDouble. I like the McDouble, the 4-piece nugget, and like fries. Quick and easy. And then a drink. You get a drink too. I coach Greater Latrobe Aqua Club. There's times I'll come right after work and I'll grab some before coming over. Quick, easy, and affordable for college students or recent graduates, which that would be me. All right, they're still looking neck and neck down there. Lane 2 and 3. Destiny and Maddie Bauer. In lane 6, Mackenzie's kind of holding it. Destiny's pulling ahead a little bit in front of Maddie. It looks like they're just over halfway here now. We're at the 3 minutes, 10 seconds mark. Destiny might catch Mackenzie. Hopefully she does in 6 if the Cats want a little bit more points. Indiana's been getting that with the second and thirds, like I've been saying before. Followed by Hampton in lane 6. Mackenzie Brown in 4th right now. I believe I could be mistaking the signs. Let's see here. Nope, I'm correct. Nope, I'm incorrect. 4th place right now is lane 4. Autumn Ricketts from Hampton. And no, that is my error again. It's Izzy in 5. I guess that sponsor threw me off a little bit. All right, here we go. We're coming up here. Getting near the end. Mackenzie's still pushing ahead in 6, followed by Destiny in lane 2. Come on, Des. I believe it's 2 more laps down and back, 100 yards more. She knows it. She's kicking it in. Gray's giving her the signal. Hey, try to pull ahead. You got the pattern now. You've been pacing it. You got energy still. Let's kick it in here. It looks like the other coach and teammates there are telling Mackenzie as well. And we'll see if either gasses out or if they can both hold where they're at right now. There's the horn in lane 6 showing Mackenzie's on her last lap. Destiny coming out a little slow out of the turn, but she's picking up the speed. She wants to get this. Mackenzie's still a little ahead in the turn. Maggie shaking the card, say, hey, catch her. Mackenzie still looks like a good body length ahead in 6. Destiny's gaining a little bit potentially, but I think Mackenzie still has it with 5 minutes, 34 seconds. Followed by Destiny in lane 2 with the second place for Latrobe. Followed by Maddie Bauer in 3 for third place, for first and third for Indiana. Then Izzy coming in here in lane 5 for 4th place, which I was really confused about. Here we go on the replay. Steady dives, nice dives. We have Hampton finishing here in lane 1. We have Yada Grimm. I apologize if I'm saying her name wrong. There we go, finishing strong. I remembered when I swam my first 500. Felt like I died. But hey. First time, best time, right? I was a sprinter, and later on I got a little better at it, but still wasn't my thing. Good race, ladies. All right, coming up here, boys 500-yard freestyle. We only have 1 heat, so this is the do-all, end-all for points for boys here. In lane 1, Evan Adler from Hampton. Lane 2, Ben Bradley from Greater Latrobe. Lane 3, Eli Aiken from Indiana. Lane 4, Isaac Retsch from Hampton. And lane 5, Noah Gallenbush from Latrobe. Looks like the girls are doing their cool down. Destiny's doing her conventional backstroke easy, kind of cooling down here. It's crazy. You can just see a little bit even on the screen how red Destiny's face is from the event. Just the constant repetitive breathing in and out. All right, the men's WPIAL time is here for AAA are 5 minutes, 10 seconds flat, followed by a 20-second gain for the AA WPIAL time to qualify for 5 minutes and 30 seconds. In words. They came over, baby. Ben looked a little slow on his start there. Indiana and Hampton, you can see a difference in the paces between the girls and the guys here. They want to hold it in 4 and 3. Isaac from Indiana again in 4, and Eli in lane 3 for Indiana. They are neck and neck, kind of. That is a steady speed. That's an impressive steady speed. It's a mindset. It's a pattern. It's how much you want it. Isaac is catching Eli a little bit. They're still about neck and neck, and there's plenty of laps still to go here. Let's see if they can both hold it. That'd be impressive. We watch these guys kind of go back and forth here. We'll talk about the flags here a little bit. I mentioned the flags earlier, the importance of the flags. A lot of it is for backstroke. It's called the backstroke count. So as the swimmers come down the pool, for those who aren't familiar with swimming, they see the flags, they start to count how many strokes it takes for them to get to the wall. They typically, after that, will subtract their count by 1, and once they hit their count, they'll flip over to their stomach and go into the flip turn. And typically, as swimmers gain experience, if you were to ask a swimmer who's been swimming for a while what their count is, they might just say, I don't know. It's just instinct at this point. They can tell the difference from the flags to the wall just from how many laps they swim. Eli and Isaac here fighting back and forth. It would help Latrobe if we had Isaac pull ahead for the men, since Indiana, I believe, has been scoring quite a bit of points. But we'll see. Looks like just over halfway here. You can also see down below as we're going back and forth, all of the girls down below getting ready. We have the 200-yard freestyle relay next. They're getting ready, they're getting in that mindset. They know the points are very important in these relays. The coaches are prepping them, and they're getting their cap and goggles ready. Looks like from Hampton, Isaac's taking the lead a little bit, by a little over half a body length, or about half a body length. Then we have Ben in 2. It looks like he's almost pacing his teammate, Noah, in lane 5. Again, Isaac wants it. But it looks like Eli might be gaining a little bit. No, it's hard to tell. They both have strong turns where they push and really keep that momentum. There's no drive with the kick. It seems like they're saving the kicks for in between the flags. But otherwise their pushes are powerful enough. And they're okay. He put in a few kicks there. Isaac knows where he's at, and he's like, I got gas, let's use it. And there's the horn. Isaac's shooting ahead. This is his race, it looks like. Ben and Noah going along there. Isaac with the lap. Looks like Isaac has lapped everybody now. And he's going in. 5:11. Looks like. So if he was AAA, he would be right over the AAA WPIAL qualifying times. But if he's AA, if their school district's AA for swimming, which I'm not entirely sure, he has made that time. So good time. If not, I'm sure he has plenty of other chances through his season here. In lane 3 from Indiana, 5:16.80. Lane 1, we have Evan Adler coming in to finish here. And then 4th and 5th, we got Ben coming in for another lap, and the same with Noah. Now they're driving their kick. They're like, all right, we're on the last lap too. Let's kick it in now. All right, coming up here, I'm going to kind of announce what we have here. We got a lot coming up. We have 2 heats for the next girls 200-yard freestyle relay. For heat 1, we have lane 2, Greater Latrobe High School, lane 3 from Indiana, and lane 6 from Indiana. 2 Indiana heats in heat lanes in Heat 1 and 1 grade Latrobe. Going in for the 50 easy. It was like, oh, it's right, I forgot about that. He's like, I just went a 500. Really? Do I have to do another 50? Yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm good. I'm just going this way. He's on his way out. Same with Ben. Coaches are waving up to me. See Hannah and Gray down there. Ooh, quick. That was quick. I think that caught Sydney off guard. Her start was a little slow, but she's catching up here. Sydney for the Cats in lane 2. Might have spiked her adrenaline. She's like, no, we're gonna try and kick it in here. Following, we got Mackenzie Bloom for the Latrobe here. Good relay dive, good dive. She's catching Indiana in lane 3. She's catching Olivia Bailey. A little bit, yeah. She's pulling ahead, good finish. We got Casey Kring in lane 2, ready. Another decent relay dive, will take it. Casey Kring is going to be facing off Trinity from Indiana here. Let's see if she can catch her at all. Trinity's pulling ahead a little bit. Next we have Eliza for Indiana anchoring here in lane 3. For us in lane 2, we have Zuzana. Kicking in it, and her goggles went down. It's tough. It's always a gamble. Jumping in that pool. I'll tell you, your goggles, are they going to snap? They're down in her neck. It's always tough. Swimming blind. But she's putting it in like a trooper. And we have Eliza finishing. Looks like they had a 155. The qualifying times for AAA is 148 flat, WPIAL, and for AA it's 150.50. Lane 6, Indiana caught up. It looks like Adeline from Indiana caught up and out-touched Susanna. Just by under 1/10 of a second. That is crazy. All right, coming up here, Heat 2. We'll watch the replay here as I announce what we have coming up. Yeah, you can see that start. Sid had a slower start off of that. She was not expecting that quick beep. That's why anytime you take your mark, it's fair game. All right. Heat 2, we have lane 2, Greater Latrobe. Lauren's kicking it off. Lane 3, Indiana. Lane 4, Hampton. Lane 5, Greater Latrobe. Lane 6, Indiana. Lauren Bell out with a good dive, driving her underwaters, which have been putting her this far, driving ahead by almost a whole body length. And we have Corey out in lane 5 and 4th right now for us, with Indiana in 2nd and 3rd right now. Lauren, good dive by Destiny Homan. She was in the 500. See if she can pull ahead even further. And we'll see if our lane 5 for Latrobe, Kenley, can catch up at all. We'll see here. Next we have Maggie Elder here in 2. Let's see her. Hopefully we just keep it steady. Lane 5, we got going Annie Riggs right now. Hannah Caracia, lane 2. Steady dive. She's coming up with that kick. And nice tempo with that kick. Strong kick. Impressive. You can tell she took no breath from the time she started all the way to that wall. That was her first breath right there. And she wants to finish strong. Hannah was the one who I believe had the 50 qualifying time for us today. 25.78. Can't remember if Lauren was in it as well, but I know Hannah definitely was. Lane 2, 1:42.38 with the qualifying time by just over 6 seconds. Excuse me, just under 6 seconds. Lane 5, we have Carter who finished, our anchor. She's hanging out. She was, unfortunately, we weren't able to catch up to 3rd, but that's fine. It was nice holding that first. Next year we have the men's. Heat 1 of 1. There's only 1 heat for the men's. Lane 2, Latrobe. Lane 3, Indiana. Lane 4, Hampton. Lane 5, Latrobe. Lane 6, Indiana. We'll be watching lane 2 for the most part. Charlie Thompson, who is able to out-touch the other gentleman in the butterfly, will be leading us off. Lane 5, we have Andrew Chung for us. There we go. Good start. Charlie Thompson with a nice lead. Followed by Joey Margita from Indiana in lane 3. .21.98 for Charlie Thompson, a good time. Just under a second from our record. The 50 is always a hard time to cut because the race is so short. Next we have Patrick Craddy coming up here. We have Indiana catching up to him. Let's see if Dylan Steele can hold it. And Indiana caught up ahead on that dive. Dylan's got a nice tempo going. It looks like a gentleman from Indiana had a better kick off the wall there. Andrew's kind of chuckling. Let's go, Andrew. Another gentleman from Indiana kicking it in. Very nice tempo. He's pulling ahead. Andrew's got a nice tempo, but I believe Indiana has this. In lane 5, we got Eli coming up, getting ready to dive. You'll see him diving in here. Neck and neck with Hampton. Lane 2, Andrew Chung. Excuse me, not Andrew. Yes, that is Andrew. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited, I'm confusing who's who. All right, the times were first place, lane 3, Indiana, 1:33.6. Lane 2, Andrew Chung, 1:35.76. Third place, Indiana as well. They got first and third, and I've been talking about the 1:46.73. Good races. And there's those dives. Charlie Thompson looks like was the first out ahead, and our other gentleman in 6th. All right, we got the girls coming up here. 100-yard backstroke. There's 2 heats for this. The AAA qualifying time for WPIAL is 103 flat. The AA time for WPIAL is 107 flat, 4-second difference. An error in the buzzard, confusing the swimmers. A light, but no buzzard, no sound. Most of the swimmers are going to be listening to the sound. And it sounds like a truck backing up. We have no idea what's going on here. Who ordered the dump truck? Oh, okay. I was like, never mind. It is the basketball stands behind us. We're going a voice start here. A whistle start. Some technical difficulties with our buzzard. All right. Here we have lane 1, Megan from Hampton. Lane 2, Izzy from Greater Latrobe. Lane 3, Eliza from Indiana. Lane 4, Sophia from Hampton. And lane 6, Ella from Indiana. It looks like Izzy is taken, no, she's being overtaken by lane 3, Eliza. As a coach, one thing I'm always looking for is how smooth is their, the moment they go from backstroke to on their stomach, tucking into that turn. I like to focus on turns a lot. And if there's a little pause between there and there, you're wasting time. You want to have that turnover as quick as you can get it. It looks like Indiana's getting it just a hair quicker. But Izzy has a good tempo with her arm and kick. She's catching her a little bit. We'll see here. It's going to be close. It's going to come down. Lane 3 from Indiana took it. Followed by Izzy in 2 and Hampton, lane 4. Sophia Welsh. First place got 107.55, second got 107.92, and third got 109.06, and fourth got 111.74 in lane 6. Heat 2. We'll be keeping an eye on Lauren Bell in 2. Lane 1 we have Kevin Hampton. Lane 2 we have Lauren from Latrobe. Lane 3 Lily from Indiana. Lane 4 Libby from Hampton. Lane 5 Sydney from Greater Latrobe. And lane 6 Emma from Indiana. They might be still trying to fix the buzzard here. Might be why there's a little pause. We'll see. Replay for this one here. Let's see. Tristan's been doing very well with the replays. It's nice seeing those dives off the start. And it's nice seeing his finishes as well. Lauren Bell taking the lead here. Very nice drive. She's driving her underwaters, saving a little bit of energy for her arms. Indiana's catching her a little bit, same with Hampton. But hopefully Lauren can hold her turns. A little pause in the turn. But she's done this before. This is her groove. A nice kick out, keeping her in the lead. Nice big pull. Nice. Driving that kick to keep ahead. And now she's like, let's finish this. And she's pulling ahead. We like it. Looks like 101 for Lauren Bell. Lane 4 second goes to Hampton, and third place goes to Indiana. Lauren Bell with 101.02. Second place 102.98. Third place 103.55. Fourth with 108.82. Let's see these starts. Very good starts. Lauren Bell with the finish. Head back, really nice finish down to there. Good touch. All right, we got Heat 1 for the men's coming up here. Heat 1 of 2, we have in lane 2, Will Murphy from Latrobe. Lane 3, Jake Zill from Indiana. Lane 6, Alex Nunez from Indiana. Qualifying times for AAA are 104. And for AA is 109.40. Excuse me, those are wrong. Those are the breaststroke times. Backstroke, breaststroke, same thing right now. Okay. Qualifying times for this, their boys 100-yard backstroke, I was reading the wrong names as well, is 59 flat for AAA. And for AA WPIAL is 101.90. So definitely a big difference between the breaststroke and backstroke there. It did look a little off to me. All right, in lane 3, we're going to have Liam Hunter from Indiana. In lane 6, we're going to have Josh Palmo, also from Indiana. So just 2 Indiana swimmers here. Things are going to be tight here as we approach the end of the meet. We only have the 100-yard breaststroke after the backstroke, and then the 400-yard freestyle relay, where each swimmer swims 100 yards, so down, back, down, back. All right, Heat 2, lane 1, we got Connor from Hampton. Lane 2, Ben from Latrobe. Lane 3, Micah from Indiana. Lane 4, Chris from Hampton. Lane 5, we got Kevin Copper, Latrobe. And lane 6, Joey from Indiana. Ben Bradley with an early take you mark during the place your feet, but he went with it. We're good. Hampton's pulling ahead. Looks like they're a little strong in the backstroke here with Connor in lane 1 and Chris Belch in lane 4. And they're holding first and second. And it looks like Indiana's with that third and fourth. Really good kickouts in lane 4. You can see him driving his kicks out practically halfway across the pool, which is huge if you're able to keep those quick. Nice finish. I think it's a 57 or 58 from lane 4. Yeah, 57.23. So that would be a AAA WPIAL qualifying time for boys 100-yard back. And AA as well. Lane 2, we have Ben Bradley with 5th. In lane 5, we have Kevin Koppel for 6th. Little loss there for the Cats, but let's see what we can do coming up here. Girls 100-yard breaststroke. This is heat 1. Carter in lane 2 for Latrobe. Lane 3, we got Lisa from Indiana. Lane 5, Mackenzie from Latrobe. And lane 6, Emma for Indiana. Herder's shooting ahead here. She's got a nice tempo and a decent glide going on there. Quick arm, the arm's coming out wide. We want to see that a little shorter on the turns. Try and save in time and keep your momentum close to your center of mass. We have Lisa about a body length behind Carter. We have Mackenzie in the back. She's pulling up behind Emma from Indiana a little bit. We'll see if she can pass her. Herder's pulling ahead. Here's her pull out. Probably could have held the glide a little bit, but I think she's out of gas and just trying to get up and go, and I don't blame her. Lane 2, I think 117 or 18 for Carter. Lane 3, 123 or 24. Let's see what comes up. Yeah, 117.70 for Carter. Second place, Indiana, and third place for Indiana, and fourth place for Latrobe for this one. All right, heat 2. Let's see what we got going on for the girls. We have lane 1, Daniela from Hampton. Lane 2, Matilda from Latrobe. Lane 3, Ellie from Indiana. Lane 4, Maya for Hampton. And lane 5, Beth Craddy for Latrobe. And lane 6, Jasmine, Indiana. Beth Craddy in lane 5 is the only freshman. She's in heat 2. See if she can, excuse me, lane 5. We have Matilda for us in lane 2. We'll be keeping an eye. They're both fairly strong in the breaststroke here. Beth Craddy right behind Indiana's Ellie Spear. Beth might have took the lead on that turn in lane 5. We'll see if she can hold it. They're pretty much all neck and neck. Matilda's trailing behind. She might be able to catch up if she can keep things going a little bit. We'll see. Beth's just got to hold it. She's there just by like half an arm's length. Ellie's right behind her from Indiana. Beth's got to the wall first. She's draining energy. That was a slower turn. Beth's got to hold it though, because Ellie wants it just as bad. And you can hear the crowd roaring here. And you can see him down on the lane screaming. It looks like Beth's got it. First place to the freshman. Good job, Beth. Second, we got Hampton in lane 4, and third, Indiana in 3. We got Matilda picking up 4th for us. With 5th in lane 1 and 6th and 6th, lane 6. Good race. Nice finish. Beth was able to hold it even though her last turn was a hair slow. She was able to keep that tempo and that distance per stroke at a nice fast rate. Next coming up here, boys 100-yard breaststroke. Heat 1 will involve, this is what I read earlier because I mixed up backstroke and breaststroke, but that's all right. Lane 2, we got Will coming up here. Lane 3, Jake from Indiana, and lane 6, Alex from Indiana. Will and 2 is from Latrobe. Little pause here. The refs are talking about something times or something. At this point in the meet, it seems to always be like this, but I'm sure there's a valid reason. I just never knew what it was. You can see him calculating, looking at the clock, looking down. Everybody's getting tired, but everybody's getting excited at the same time. We're almost here. It's all good. You can see we have Chris Heese behind Will there in lane 2. He's our current record holder for the 100-yard breaststroke for us here. His record is 58-0. That was achieved last year. Heat 1. Breaststroke's all about the timing. The pull-out. Will went straight up to the surface with his pull-out, which let the Indiana guys get a little bit ahead. Usually when you do your underwater pull, where you kind of see them, they're allowed one pull with their arms and one dolphin kick. Typically, you can do the dolphin kick before or after, unless that rule has changed. But you can see Indiana shooting ahead there in lane 3, Jake Neal. But yeah, it's all about that timing. Knowing your glide with the breaststroke. When to start your next stroke to keep that momentum. Or if you're able to keep it faster by keeping a faster tempo, keep it that way. It's knowing yourself, and the only way to do that is with practice. Over and over and over. Will coming in for the finish. To the dives here. They were all well timed. Just a little more power differential with the push-offs. You can see Will coming straight up with his pull-out. They want to hold that a little longer like the Indiana guys, how they're holding it. And they come up and glide. It keeps your momentum and smoother into that transition. All right, next here, we're going to keep an eye on Chris here in lane 2 and Andrew in 5, both fairly strong, stronger breaststrokers here. Got Josh in lane 1 for Hampton, lane 2 Chris from Latrobe, lane 3 Preston from Indiana, 4 Will from Hampton, Andrew in Latrobe in 5, and Ray from Indiana in 6. In lane 3, we have Preston here shooting ahead. Another very good breaststroker. Indiana can match, obviously, what Chris has brought to the table. It's very impressive to see. It looks like Chris is pushed for second, and he wants first. He's fighting for it. Let's go, Chris. We're going to see what happens here. Looks like a minute flat. Looks like Preston still pulled ahead for Indiana, but Chris was able to get second. About half a second in a differential here. Let's see the starts here. And that's what we missed. Chris had a little slip down there, and that's what pulled him up. A very impressive display for Chris from that slip down. The fact that he was able to catch up, that's like a 2 to 3 second loss from that. So if he would have had that good dive, he probably would have broke his record again. Yeah, let's do it one more time here. He's down. You see his back leg slip out. It kicks out, and he's like crud. And everybody else shoots ahead by almost 2 to 3 body lengths. And Chris is like, this is not how it goes. I'm usually out there. But he's like, you know what? Let's pick it up. And he did. He let that adrenaline, and he got second, so we'll take it. All right, we got the 4-free relay, 400-yard freestyle relay here. Looks like 2 Indiana teams here. It's their C and D relay. The qualifying times for this event are 3 minutes, 59 seconds flat for AAA and 4 minutes, 11 seconds flat for AA, for WPIAL qualification time. Good attempt with Chris. He's giving me PTSD from when that happened to me. But hey, it's life, and they're good memories to laugh about. And he had a good display. All right, I'm going to read one of our last sponsors here. We have the R. Phillips production. For professional grade game day photos, look no further than R. Phillips production. Purchase all the incredible sports photography that Greater Latrobe alumni Robert Phillips has captured using the QR code you'll see on the screen here on the top left. To see more of Robbie's incredible work, check him out on Facebook and Instagram at rphillips.production for 10% off your order. Use code CATS10, capital C-A-T-S, 10, no spaces. 10 as in 10. At checkout, you can use that again, and you'll get 10% off your order. Thank you again, R. Phillips Production. Swimmers keeping steady here. Indiana definitely coming in with the numbers today for the girls. So what the refs are looking for on these relay starts is the moment the swimmers who's doing the relay dive up top, the moment their toe leaves the block is what they're looking for. They need to have the swimmer down below touching the wall while that swimmer on the block is still on it. If they see that swimmer's, both their toes are off the block and there's no contact between the swimmer up top on the block and that person's on the wall, that would be a disqualification. It's all about timing in these relay starts. Again, which is through practice. All the girls are getting ready for Heat 2 here. The extra yardage here. All right, coming up here for Heat 2. Start reading these off so we can kind of focus on what's going on. In lane 1, we have Hampton. Lane 2, we have Greater Latrobe. We got Destin leading us off. In lane 3, we got Indiana. In lane 4, we got Hampton. Lane 5, Latrobe with Jill leading us off. And lane 6, Indiana again. Lane 2 is Latrobe's A relay, so we'll be keeping an eye on that. Hopefully they can pull the win here. We'll see. We have 3 seniors and a junior in that relay. Last girls event, 400-yard freestyle relay, Heat 2. Destiny with a great start. Looks like she pulled out ahead with it. Coming up. Jill coming neck and neck in the back. Everything's going to count towards this. Destiny's got a nice lead. But again, this is 100 yards. So you got to be able to hold that whole 100 for your relay. You got to be able to swim both 50s fast. You can't put everything into the first 50. It's tough in these last relays because it's your last event as a swimmer and you want to swim your fastest. But I've seen many times swimmers go way too fast in the first 50. But Destiny's kicking it in. I like it. She's keeping her speed. Jill in lane 5, still holding her spot. We'll see if Beth is going to follow Jill in lane 5, see if we can keep it up. Next here in lane 2, we got Maggie Elder. Let's keep pulling ahead, Maggie. See if we can hold it to the Cats here. Beth Craddy in 5. See if Beth can pull up. It'd be nice if we could pull a first, second here. That would be great for the girl Cats here. Looks like Beth is catching. She might be able to overtake and take 3rd place. Right now she's sitting in 4th by half a body length at least. Maggie's pulling ahead. Beth is getting a little gassed going into her turn. I don't know if she'll be able to hold it. But Maggie's pulling ahead. If all goes well with lane 2, the Cats should have this first place. We'll see. All right, we have Matilda, the junior, in lane 2 of in the relay of seniors. In lane 5, we have Izzy coming in. Indiana's catching us a little bit in lane 3 and in lane 6. Indiana's competition between each other's relays has been impressive thus far in this meet. And in the individual events as well. Matilda's pulling ahead. She's holding it. I know she's pulling ahead, but she's holding it. Same with Izzy. She's kind of holding it. In anchor, we got Lauren Bell here. Let's see Lauren try and just pull us up and just have this as much as we can. The qualifying times for Triple A are 3:59 flat. And double A's 4:11 flat. Lauren again with her kicks out, very strong. In anchor in lane 5, we got Annie Riggs. We'll see if she'll be able to overtake Indiana. She's gaining on them in 6. And Lauren's just pulling ahead into 25.28 as her first 50 split. Very good 50 split. Annie's pulling up on Indiana in lane 6. She's catching them a little bit in 5, but I don't know if she'll be able to keep the energy up. We'll see. And Lauren Bell coming in for her last lap. Just finish it with everything she's got. And a 28.48. Very good time for the woman here. 3:46.34. First place for Latrobe in lane 2. Second place for Indiana in 3. And 3rd for Indiana in 6. With Annie finishing for Latrobe in 5. Hampton in 4 and Hampton in lane 1 here. All right, for the men's coming up here. We're going to see these starts. We'll watch Lauren's. She pulls ahead, a very good start. Her head's down. She's driving those kicks out much quicker and earlier. Much more consistency. Able to get almost a half a body length lead there. All right, for the men's here. Heat 1 of 1. So this is do all end all for the men here for point wise. Lane 1 Hampton, lane 2 Latrobe, lane 3 Indiana, lane 4 Hampton, lane 5 Latrobe, and lane 6 Indiana. We got Patrick Craddy leading us in 2, and Noah Gullenbush leading us in 5. We'll be watching lane 2 here, seeing if our guys can hold it here. Indiana was able to overtake us in the 2 free relay. We'll be seeing if we can take the 4 free relay at all. Indiana's Joey is right behind. Oh, and I mixed them up. It looks like they may have switched it up for the Latrobe. It's actually Charlie Thompson in lane 2 taking out the lead here. Good. Almost a full body length. He's trying to finish strong. We have Patrick coming up here next. Very good dive from Patrick. Good relay dive. Really nice push. Seeing if Patrick can hold it here. Andrew Chung in lane 5 in 5th right now. Nope, 6th, excuse me. So we'll see if Patrick can pull ahead. His breathing is so quick, you can actually barely see him breathe. You can barely see the right side of his eye as he comes up. Really nice quick turn. I don't think he got a good push off though. You can hear the crowd yelling out down there. Patrick pulling ahead for Latrobe Cats here, men. Our very long-named friend here is coming up in lane 2. Good dive. Very nice tempo, very nice kick. He's got a nice reach, nice wingspan. He's holding it. Indiana's catching a little, but I think he's able to hold it here. Lane 5, we got Kevin Copper there, I believe. Indiana's catching a little bit to us. But I think we had enough of a lead that we're going to hold this race for the Cats. We'll see. I guess we have one more. We got Ben coming up here. Indiana might catch. We'll see here. Really good underwater for Indiana. He's catching Ben. And he pulled ahead at the underwater. Definitely watching just the underwaters, you can see a big difference in the importance of driving those kicks out here. It all counts. He's over, his whole body's almost out past the flags. Driving that kick. Very good display by Indiana. And Indiana with the finish there. The men's times here, I don't know if I read them for the WPIAL qualifying, is AAA is 3:35.50. For AA, it is 3:44 flat. Lane 2 was overcome by Hampton in 4. Ben was reached out by just under a second there. Very good display on all teams' parts here. A nice extra boost from Hampton with that second. That'll be nice. And that, folks, tunes out the meet here. check out in your local newspaper or news or online the Facebook pages, and we'll check out who scores the win. Thank you again to all of our sponsors and for your patience with me for my first time commentating, and for Tristan for putting this all together. He has done an amazing job. The replays are awesome as well. And thank you for all the family and fans. Keep tuning in. Till next time, stay safe, everybody.
Hi, I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats!
Change your future at Westmoreland County Community College. Earn your degree in robotics, nursing, cybersecurity, or in any of our 100-plus programs. You can also plan your degree to transfer to more than 40 colleges and universities. Convenient, affordable, no fee to apply. Westmoreland County Community College is your perfect fit. For more details, check us out at westmoreland.edu/apply. That's westmoreland.edu/apply. And start your ambitious journey today.
Nearly 500,000 children in the United States enter the foster care system each year. All of them deserve to have a family that loves and protects them. Adelphi, along with its foster, adoptive, and kinship families, is committed to continuing its legacy of providing loving homes for children in need. Thank you to our extraordinary families.
Hi, I'm Jason Brinker. This is my wife Hannah, our daughter Charlotte, and our son Stephen, and we welcome you to Lepatich Brinker Funeral Home. Located on the corner of Weldon Street and Lincoln Avenue, we've been family owned and operated and serving Latrobe and beyond since 1958. Whether you're pre-planning your own arrangements or celebrating a loved one's life well lived, we offer traditional and green burials, cremation, and aftercare services. Allow our family to walk with yours on one of life's most difficult journeys. We are most appreciative of your trust and will do our best to prove we are where dignity prevails.
Are you looking for a fresh start or a career change? Unlock your potential at Westmoreland County Community College. Earn your degree in biology, welding, visual arts, or in any of our 100-plus programs. Convenient, affordable, no fee to apply. Westmoreland County Community College is dedicated to your success. For more details, check us out at westmoreland.edu/fresh start. That's westmoreland.edu/fresh start and begin your ambitious journey today.
The Wildcat Student Store has the largest variety of clothing and merchandise you'll find anywhere, for any time of year. Shop in store or online and have your order shipped to you or picked up at the high school. Let's go Cats!
Hey, conductor! How about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
Shh, we're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid's solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
My kid heard that solo!
You say I did?
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Wildcat Den. LHTC Media Crew bringing you tonight's game.
Short notice, preparing for a good team like this isn't easy, but this is our style of basketball.
Latrobe starts out the evening with a pin from Palmer Airport in Latrobe, live streamed by LHTC Media.
You've been watching the Wildcat Network on LHTC Media.
Hi, I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wild.